Booyakasha! Oh, Lordy! There's just something about these monsters. Jesus, man. Oh, you don't realize how big it is until it's in your hand. Look at the size of the rod on this to get the shell kit. That is the longest one I've ever seen. Is that bad that I just said that's the longest one I've ever seen?
Here we go, 500 Magnum. These guys right here are 325 grain flat point, made by MagTech, full metal jackets. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Today we are talking about the big, the bougie, and the famous Smith Wesson Model 500. This guy is the Performance Center model. You guys might have seen my videos using this on YouTube. I have a few viral videos out there. This is the Smith Wesson 500 Magnum. You guys have seen this before. And this is the Smith Wesson with the 500 Magnum. You got those targets way down there. But yes, it's a 50 cal. I have a target 75 yards down that way. Let's see if I can hit it one-handed. There it is. Of me slamming some steel targets from some, they're not crazy distances, but it's just fun to one hand shoot this thing. So I picked up this Performance Center 500 probably about 2 years ago from a local gun store in Arizona. Of course, I don't live in Arizona anymore. I am now a resident of Tennessee. It's a massive gun. Now what's cool about this guy is it does have built-in compensator on the front. Really helps with recoil. When people think that this thing's a wrist breaker, I can honestly tell you it's not. They do make some powerful rounds, some very heavy grain load rounds out there. I guess pretty much rock your world, but I can honestly say I've never purchased those. I just can't really get a hold of them. What I have fired out of this guy are some 350 grain rounds and some 300 grain, some hollow points, and some flat nose rounds. I have used some low weight hollow point style hunting rounds on this thing as well. Again, between the built-in compensation and that low weight round, it really does not recoil that hard. One thing I will tell you though, this guy flashes and this guy barks loud. There it is. Just over. And yeah, it does recoil. I'm not saying it doesn't recoil. It's just not as bad as you might think. I shoot this thing one-handed all the time. And that depends on two things. That depends on the load that you're using, and then of course, whether it's compensated or not. This is the Smith Wesson 500 Magnum, the Performance Center. It's got a big old barrel, compensator, and just that smooth cylinder just looks incredible. Badass. Let's load it up. So I've got 2 rounds inside here, and these rounds are about $5 a piece, just 2 for now. Man, this thing's a beast. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, this thing is incredible. First shots, love it. Now this thing does have like a Hogue style rubber grip. It's a very comfortable grip, and to be honest, like I don't think I ever want to change this thing out. It works well, it functions well, and it really fits in my hand well. It swells in my palm, and then you have these little finger grooves. Now I'm not a huge fan of finger grooves on semi-auto firearms, but when it comes down to revolvers, I really like them. Each, as much contact as possible with your fingers really helps in gripping this gun and getting control of that recoil. It does have this built-in rail right up top, but there's also an attachment to where you can extend the size of this rail, which goes all the way back, and you can mount a scope. It kind of turns it into like a flat top gun. This also has a 5-round capacity. Revolvers have some of the best triggers out there, single action, but look at this. You barely put any pressure on this thing, and that thing is going home. In fact, let's do a quick measurement on how soft that single action pull is. We get right on the tip of the trigger right here. You guys able to see the screen? Let's zero it out. Zero it out. Let's see. £2, 14 ounces. 2 pounds, 14 ounces. So this is the Performance Center model. And basically what Performance Center does is you have a tuned trigger, and these are built from the ground up. So it's not just a gun that's stamped out by machines and all that. Everything's hand fitted with these revolvers. Now this is built on the X frame. The X frame is essentially their big, massive revolver frames. I know there's other big guns out there like the BFRs, stuff like that, all the Magnum research stuff. But for Smith & Wesson, the X frame is their big bad boy models. So again, this is the 500. They make the 460, the 480, all that stuff on the X frame right here. Now this does have a chrome trigger, chrome hammer. It's all stainless. You have stainless cylinder, stainless frame, stainless barrel. You have the high vis orange front sight, and then you have the adjustable rear. And then also, I guess to top things off, this is a 7.5-inch barrel. So synthetic grip, very comfy shooter, very fun. Now let's talk real quick about practicality. Who would want to carry something like this? Some people are saying that this is way too big to carry on your person. Now, I love big guns, and the reason that I bought this gun is because I love shooting big guns. I think they're fun. I love just blowing things up. I love blowing up vegetables and fruits and all that stuff, especially having all that power inside a handgun. That's why I have the Desert Eagle. That's why I have my 50 BMG up there. And then that's why I have this 500 Magnum, because there's something about 50 cals that I love. This is a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum, and that's a frozen pond. So let's combine the two. I love it. We're shooting the 500 Magnum. This also, just like the Desert Eagle, is a 300 grain round, but it's gonna have a whole lot more powder. Look at that thing, dang. 2 rounds of 500 Magnum. These things are expensive, so we're only doing 2 rounds, but we got other 50 cals to play with anyways. Let's do it. So now we have the 500 Magnum Smith & Wesson Performance Center. This thing's a beast. This is quite a round. Anyways, let's do it. So this was one hit with the 500. You can see it just kind of bored out the side. But I told you guys I was gonna do 2, so I'll do another hit. Boop. Let's do it. Boop. Now this gun in particular, especially with the relatively comfortable recoil on it from the compensator and stuff, this would be a great hunting round. This would be a great hunting revolver. Now, like I said, it came with an attachment, so basically clamps onto this and then extends that rail all the way around the top. You could put a scope on it, then you have a very practical hunting rig right here. I've seen where you can actually get like sling mounts for this thing so people can sling this over themselves. But it's a powerful round. This thing will take down grizzlies, it will take down this round will take down basically anything. It's a very powerful round. The 500 is no joke. Smith & Wesson Performance Center 500 Magnum. Absolutely love this gun. And it's fun to shoot. Does not hurt as much as some people might lead you to think. Any of the ammo companies out there that have some big wrist-breaking weight ammunition out there that you want me to play with, I would absolutely love to. So anyways, thank you all so much. Hope you like this video. I'll see you guys later.
I